want to impress your Hylian friends with your creations, or just get that silly man sign to stay upright, well, maybe this video will help. Here is an introductory video on the nuts and bolts of the Ultrahand ability in The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. First, some ground rules. I'm making this video while I'm also playing the game myself, so while there will be some mild spoilers, this should still be very watchable if you want some ultra handy information to help with your own gameplay. Also, I won't be discussing all of the Zonai devices because there's a lot of them, and that's not the focus of this video. Okay, let's get into it. The Ultrahand ability, first shown off in some pre-release gameplay, is one of Link's main tools in Tears of the Kingdom, and it's the first thing you get. It lets him grab and move objects, rotate them, and stick them to other stuff. Neat. When it says objects, that means basically any weapon, bow, shield, material, as well as the various Zonai devices like fans, flame emitters, and some other stuff. There's wooden logs, planks, sticks, rocks, just about any physics-based object out there. You can pick it up and attach it to something using the Ultrahand ability. The only kind of exception are chests. Some cannot be moved, others can be moved but not attached, and others still can be moved and attached. It varies because in some places the developers wanted to challenge you, and in others it doesn't really matter. On that topic, let's discuss some of this ability's limitations. While you can do some crazy stuff, you're always limited to a maximum of 20 attachments made at one time. That applies regardless of if you are using logs to make a giant tower, or smaller pieces to make a horse-drawn RV with built-in bed and one-time cooking pot. If you want to rent this thing, it's gonna cost you. By the way, you can get the harness for the horse via the Pony Point system. Just talk with one of the people running one of Hyrule's various stables. It's the first reward you can get, so I don't consider it that much of a spoiler. Other stuff to note, like with most other stuff in this game, if you travel too far from your creation or it goes too far from you, it will despawn. This also kind of applies to the various floating metal boxes amongst the many sky islands. You can ride these babies for miles, but just note that they will despawn eventually after traveling too far from their point of origin. Lastly, if you take items out of the capsules to build something, then save, do some stuff, and reload your save, you may find yourself without the build and without the capsules. So be careful and make sure you save before taking any items out of your inventory. Now some more advice for you budding builders. When making things, it's important to note that no matter how you position an item, pressing attach will only ever make a single attachment point. Usually this won't matter, but if you were trying to place a beam between two walls, for example, the game will only apply the fluorescent Play-Doh to a single wall. This means that for more involved buildings, the order in which you attach things can matter. Additionally, once you've put something together, maybe you've noticed, maybe not, but you don't have to hit a Zonai device specifically to activate it. Smacking any part of the structure it's connected to will do. Also, while the Ultrahand ability is quite similar in feel to Magnesis, it has one major difference. With Ultrahand, you can actually grab onto things that Link is standing on, but you can't move them around because that would be a bit broken. But still, it means you can add or remove parts while you're on your creation. Finally, if you're really enjoying the Ultrahand ability and want to broaden your horizons, there is an ability you may want to go retrieve, but it's kind of a spoiler, so I'll give you a vague hint and then some specifics. Continue watching for as long as you want. First, vaguely, you can learn a useful Ultrahand related ability by delving down the Hyrule Field Chasm and then exploring southwest. For a bit more clarity, you're going to be looking for the Great Abandoned Central Mine, where a Steward construct will teach you the auto build ability. This lets you learn pre-made designs via schema stones, as well as recreate things you've made yourself. That said, I think we'll end things here. If you enjoyed this video and want to follow up exploring more of what the Ultrahand is capable of, talking about all of the Zonai devices, what you can do with the auto build ability, let me know, but it's outro time. Big thanks to my channel members for their support, and a log tower size thanks to Captain Crayfish for being a super fan. If you enjoyed this video, why not leave a like, maybe subscribe, and check out some of my other Zelda content. I have videos on Breath of the Wild, Majora's Mask, Ocarina of Time, all that stuff, and if you subscribe, likely some more videos on Tears of the Kingdom in the near future. That's it for this one. Bye-bye.